Hello and welcome to week 4 of Shaw 113 Online, Fall Semester 2017, Shaw University. This is week 4, September 4th through the 10th. Again, the easiest way to access this is just to click over here, and that'll take you right to the week. So I'm going to hide this so we can see this better. Whoop. So I did that. Okay. So what are we doing this week? Well, last week we did poetry, so this week we're doing fiction. So we're going to have an introduction to fiction as a form of writing. And then we're going to connect fiction by looking at the short story, The Lottery. The Lottery was assigned last week. The link is found in last week. You can read it by clicking there or by copying and pasting that into your browser. Okay? So that's where you find the short story, The Lottery. And you should continue reading A Raisin in the Sun, because the assignments for that are coming up in the next few weeks. So keep reading A Raisin in the Sun. So what's going to be, what's due this week? Well, you need to watch the lectures on fiction and audience. Okay, so there's actually 2 lectures, fiction and audience, So you'll watch both of them. You'll need to watch both of them to understand how to do the assignments. So this week we have an essay. It's essay 3, and then you will participate in a discussion about the short story you just read, The Lottery. So let's kind of get to it a little bit more. So again, once you're done watching this video right now, then you'll watch the fiction lecture, explains the basic concepts of fiction. And then audience explains the basic concepts of audience. And again, I don't want to really ruin those, so I don't want to give you the lecture now because they're right there. Yay! Once you have completed reading The Lottery, the short story, and you've watched these 2 lectures, then you are ready to do essay 3. So for essay 3, you're going to answer the following questions of your reading, okay, based on The Lottery. Again, you want to use complete sentences. And this shows what's the minimum word count. This is going to be how you're kind of graded. Okay. So what did you think the story was about? This is talking about The Lottery. So you're going to read The Lottery, and then you're going to give your interpretation of what you felt the story was about. But it's not just enough just to say, well, I think it was about this. You need to give 3 examples from the story to back up your point. So if you think the story was about... I'm not going to try to give anything away. I'll just go really out on the limb. You think it was about cats playing soccer. Okay. I think The Lottery was about cats playing soccer. Okay, well, that's kind of random, but you need to give 3 examples from the story that it would explain why you would think that. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So it's not just enough to say, well, I think that's this. You have to kind of think of why you think it is. Okay? Right. Second one is, did you enjoy the story? Okay, and this kind of deals more with audience. Okay, and why or why not? All right? Okay, so again, this is going to tie this concept right here is the idea of audience. And then the third question you get to answer is, why do you think the writer would take the time to write this story? So Shirley Jackson, who wrote The Lottery, she took the time and effort to write this story. Why? Did she just have nothing else to do? Was she trying to send a message? Was she trying to be funny? Was she trying to be serious? Was she trying to make a statement? Okay. So this is, now, again, the question is, why do you think the writer? Okay, so I want you to actually kind of contemplate that and think about that. Okay, so again, that goes back to audience, and also the idea of fiction. Why do people take time to write fiction? So these questions are designed to connect the concept of fiction and audience to something real. You just read a short story, and it connects. And again, next week we'll connect more about audience than what this is. But this is kind of introducing the concept. Okay, and to make it even more exciting, so The Lottery, we actually want you to have a discussion with your classmates. So on the discussion board, you're going to answer the following 2 questions. When you first read the title The Lottery, what did you think the story was about? Why did you think that? Okay. So just the words The Lottery are going to have some sort of meaning to you, based on your background, based on your understanding of the world, based on your understanding of the word. Okay. So it's going to have a meaning to you. So just based solely on the title, what did you think the story was going to be about? Okay. And why did you think that? Okay, kind of think, okay, well, when I'm thinking of a lottery, I think of this. Okay. Now, 2, considering the concept of audience. Again, audience is explained in this lecture up here. Who do you think is the intended audience for the writer? So the writer wrote this for a reason, and who do you think that the writer was going to expect to read it, to be able to understand kind of what they were trying to say? All right, so there's that. You're going to post your answers, and you need to respond to at least one other person. Okay, so you're going to kind of say, well, when I first read the title of the lottery, I thought it was going to be about this, and this is because why I thought that. And then concerning the concept of audience, I think the people who would actually enjoy the story would be so-and-so. And then you're going to read somebody else's response and respond to at least one other person and say, I thought the same thing, or I thought something different, and so on and so on. Okay. Again, the grade is earned based on the completion of the required elements, which are right here. So that's what's happening in week 4. Week 4. So that's what's going on there. So keep reading the lottery. Keep reading Raisin in the Sun, because that's coming up. But so again, watch the fiction lecture, watch the audience lecture, do this essay, and then do the discussion. And then you'll be in good shape. All right. Go forth and conquer.